It was a cold, overcast afternoon in January of 2019. The kind of day where you just want to stay inside with a nice cup of tea and a good book. 74-year-old James E. Tedford, a veteran who lived at the Bennington Veterans Home in Vermont, had just finished visiting his relatives in the nearby town of St. Albans. Now he was getting ready to head back. He got on the bus with a few other passengers and sat quietly reading a small book until the bus pulled up to the last stop before Bennington. That's when he got up, turned to his seatmate and said, "Thank you for the pleasant ride." He then got off the bus, picked up his blue suitcase from the luggage rack, and walked away without paying for his fare. The driver didn't think much of it. It wasn't unusual for people to get off the bus and not pay, especially veterans, so he just drove on to Bennington. But when he arrived at the bus stop outside the veterans' home, he noticed that James's suitcase was still in the luggage rack, and his timetable was lying on the seat where he had been sitting. The bus driver immediately called the police and told them what had happened. Officers arrived at the scene and began searching for James, but they didn't find him. They checked the surrounding area, including the woods behind the bus stop, but there was no sign of the missing man. His suitcase was found on the side of the road a short distance away from the bus stop, but there was still no sign of James. The police put out a missing persons alert, but it wasn't until 3 days later that his body was found. A state trooper was conducting a search in a wooded area near the Route 9 when he spotted something in the snow. At first he thought it was a mannequin, but as he got closer, he realized it was James. He was lying face down in the snow, partially covered by a tree branch. An autopsy revealed that James had died of hypothermia. He had been dead for several days, but there was no sign of trauma or foul play. The police believed that James got lost in the woods and could even find his way back to the veterans' home. But there is some evidence that suggests that may not be the case. For example, witnesses reported seeing James get off the bus in good spirits, and a review of the bus footage showed that he had gotten on the bus in St. Albans and gotten off in Bennington. But there was no record of him ever getting back on the bus. So what really happened to James? Did he get lost on purpose? Was he kidnapped? Or did he vanish into thin air? The truth is, we may never know.